Hey guys, thanks for stopping in. I gotta put some beetle grease on these bees. And what I thought I would try, I haven't used this, I used it a little bit. This is a jerky gun. You can make sausage, you put it in here, squirt it in the casings with this. And this actual nozzle here worked pretty good the last time I tried it, so we load it and get busy with it. You take the stuff out, keep your beetle grease in, keep your beetle grease in the refrigerator. And these little tubs I bought a 4-pack from Publix. And they're about perfect size for the batch that I'm making. We'll go over the recipe. I'll go over the recipe of this stuff here in a minute for you. And with this recipe, I got 4 of these tubs. Yeah, we had a lot of beetles, Martin and I. We were seeing a lot of beetles in these hives. That's not good. And you want, if you're in beetle fested area like I am, you better be looking at your beetle barns. Be looking at your beetle barns every month. Okay, I got a little bit left here. I got the gun pretty packed there. So I got a little bit left. Hopefully this will make it. It's too tight or thick rather once you pull it out of the fridge, because there's Crisco in this mix, this recipe. Where's that yellow piece of paper I had laying over here with my stuff on it?
I don't know what yellow piece of paper you're talking about.
I had the recipes.
No. So that's my fault?
No. You're clear.
I accept your
You're
apology.
clear.
I accept your
Excuse me, I'm
apology.
sorry. Okay guys, what I got here on this recipe, you're going to take 4 pounds. You get the 4-pound bag. Makes it easy. You want 4 pounds of sugar. You want 1.5 pounds of Crisco. Wait a minute. It's 1 pound and 1/2 pound and another 1/2 pound. So you're going to take that can and cut it in half. So it's 1.5 pounds. You're going to get some honey. And I was out of honey. And Martin dropped me off some Michigan honey. So I got 1 pound of that. So I can make up a batch. And then you're going to take 2 ounces of wintergreen plus 1 teaspoon. Don't ask me what the 1 teaspoon is. I don't know. That just pushes you over the top, I guess. So you're going to take 2 ounces plus 1 teaspoon of wintergreen, food grade. Get you a mixer, hand mixer, electric, mix it up in a big bowl. And then load these tubs up and then store those in the fridge. These are kind of nice because they're low profile. And you can stack them up in the fridge. So that's that. There's your recipe. It looks like this is working from what I'm seeing. So I'm kind of glad about that. And it's supposed to take care of varroas too. Varroa mites. I remember years ago we used a Crisco patty mix and it was for taking out tracheals and stuff. Tracheal mites, but anyway, this is going to work, I think, fine. I don't know how many hives I'm going to get out of this deal here. We'll see. You don't go nuts with it. You're only putting about a 5-inch line on each of the end bars. So we got a dozen to do. The other day, Martin and I, we had 6 to work with, and we ended up with a total of 12 units. We'll see how it goes. Let me gear up and we'll get her done. Okay, guys, I'm suited up a little better than I was on Tuesday. I got hammered on pretty hard Tuesday. They were getting at me. Well, you know, you're breaking up these bees, guys. You're stealing queens. You're robbing resources. They get cranky. And then after a day after that, they realize they don't have a queen. They are not happy campers, okay? So, something else I did here on this suit here. The better, this is not the best of the best suits. Normally, like, see here, you got 2 ribs. The other suits have got about 3 ribs. And this thing leans over, way over. But with this suit here, it's a little cheaper suit, and your face is closer. Now, a lot of guys wear ball caps with these. With a bill pushes this thing forward a little bit. Well, I've tried it, and my ball cap keeps slipping off my head. Just gets aggravating. So what I did, these little bungee cords here, I cut the hook off of one, and I stitched it on with some B50 bowstring material. And up here, I stitched on a key ring. I got a key ring on both sides. So you take the hook up. When I'm not using it, I let it hang down, or it just hooks into the fabric down here. You see. And I just stitched it in to hold a little. You don't need a lot of tension. Just a little tension forward is all you need. You don't need it pulling down really tight. So yeah. So let's get out here and get the smoker fired up, because we do have to pop the tops to add this beetle grease. We'll just start at one end and go down through the whole deal. You can see what I got. We'll be keeping visual eyesight on the see what we see for beetles. I know we're going to see some beetles, but I'm probably going to beetle grease everything, just cause I need to make up some more syrup here too. I've been feeding them here with this little station. Couple quarts. Once they find these, they just go down through it quick, you know. So let's go around the horn here and start opening some hatches. Here's one of my little blue hives here. There you go, girls. Good morning. Actually, it's after 12. I'm saying good morning. It's actually after 12 today. I like these little dials, guys. I'm loving them little dials. Here's another one. I made 3 of these blue ones. I've got material to make more. Hello, girls. Now on the 25th of March, come back and see me. I'm gonna make another video on March 25, so you probably won't see me till then. But come back then. I'm going to what do we got here? This hive right here has got a queen in it. That's the reason that hatch was open. I'm saying, did I just have a brain seizure or what? No, this one's got a queen in it. Queen right. And then we'll check on 325. We'll check on 325, make sure she's fine in there. That says 425, I think. No, it says 225. Let's open this last one. Looks like it's light on bees. I don't know. Okay, all I gotta do now is fire up my smoker and we'll get going here. Yeah, let's get the old smoker fired up here, guys. I don't know what you guys use. I've been using yellow pine needles because we got yellow pine everywhere in Florida, and it just works. I did buy some wood pellets at Tractor Supply. I see a few beekeepers using wood pellets, but you can see this stuff puts out a big boil of smoke in a hurry. And it don't ever seem to go out if you get a good hot base at the bottom, you know. That's going pretty good. I don't know, guys. I've had this thing about 20 years. I've got another small one about half this size, but this is the kind I like for, you know, you work bees for several hours. Don't waste your money on the little ones unless you're only working 1 or 2 hives. Get a big, this is a 10-inch pot here. This thing works good. Let's just start on this end and go right on down through them. Like I said, I think everything I got is going to need beetle grease. It's been 3 days. All these hives have been in lockdown, guys, for 3 days. So they should be making peanuts in here. We gave them plenty of supplies to do that. I don't see anything rattling. The ones we were pulling out before, they were in a month. They sounded like baby rattles. Slap full of beetles. Let's see how this turkey jerky gonna work here. Yeah. Yeah, that's all I need. That's all you need, guys, right there. That's it. That's all you need. Put the lid on, go to the next one. Yeah, well, Martin and I we had these bees cranked up the other day. I don't hear nothing rattling in there. That's good. It'll keep pushing. It'll keep pushing beetle grease if you don't hit this button here. A little pressure off the plunger. So you can see what I got here. Just a little line. It's about, what, 4 inches on each side. I picked this recipe up from a Texas beekeeper, and he's been using it. And he claims now, that's what his claim is, it takes out beetles, but also taking out varroa mites. And it will take out tracheal mites, because they can't take the, tracheal mites can't take that grease. So I hit that plunger and pull back a little bit, take the pressure off. Now here's one I missed. I just opened this, guys. I just opened this hole. I missed it, walked right past it. This is the kind of the shenanigans you'll get into once you have a stroke. You get forgetful, you're this, you're that, yeah. So keep in mind that you got to keep, you know, testing yourself and rechecking yourself, because you will miss stuff. Just the way it is. You get what you get, guys. What you get is like slow, like Joe. See, there's a beetle right there. Let's just terminate his ass. Jerky gun works pretty slick, guys. I'm not sure. I got this on Amazon. That's what I did. And I just typed in jerky gun, and this is what popped up. And I said, heck, that thing will work. So that's how that thing materialized. I gotta make up some more syrup tomorrow, because some of these hives are getting really low on it. I want to keep the sugar water pumping to these girls here for a minimum of 10 days. You know why they're making their queen cells. And really, you could keep it going because they can be putting up stores, you know. This is a nice fat little nook right here now. Look at the bees pouring out of that thing. Let me pop a little smoke on them. Not too much. Just a little dab will do ya. Yeah, guys, this Texas beekeeper claims this is all he uses for beetle control and mite control. Hey, I love it. I've had many beekeepers in the past years, well, 62 years of beekeeping, tell me all kind of bizarre stuff, and you try it and it never works. The majority of it doesn't work. Okay, let's put it that way. Not everything, but the majority of it. So these girls, I have the whole month shut down, right? And at the end of the month, we'll come back. We did these on 225. We'll come back 325. We're going to put in new beetle barns. I kind of came up with a different trick on these beetle barns. I'll show you that here as soon as we get done treating. The other thing, there's another good thing to the SD. These are called the SD Beefy Beehive, the Beefy Beehive. And I'd never seen it before. This is just some crazy stuff that I dreamed up, okay? Utilizing 2-inch material. And I think I was the first one doing it. I seen out there online a couple of guys, rocket scientists, claiming that this is the way to go. I came up with it. I don't think so, guys, because I have never seen this before since I started doing it. You know how people copy your stuff and this and that. I'm copying this guy's grease, you know? It's all right. If it works, it works. I'm not claiming I'm some sort of genius that just came up with this beetle grease. But I came up with a Beefy Beehive, and one beautiful thing about it is you'll see you've got a lot of room in here. Look at the room. These 19-inch long top bars are just sitting on that edge by about, I don't know, 3/16 or so. Yeah. Look at them, guys. Look at these beetles. Pretty good infestation. Yeah. Pretty good little infestation on this colony here. I like these too, these backer board, these cement boards. They're 1/4 inch thick. They're pretty easy to cut with a scribe tool, and I like them. They are a little fragile. If you're really glued down tight, don't get a hive tool over here, crank it on this side. You're able to bust off that whole corner. Just something to think about, guys. Here, see, here's one here. They sucked this jar down. This is obviously a pretty strong nuke here. thing. Well, I don't know. It's kind of light looking. But I'm sure there's plenty of bees in here to make a cell. And quite a bit of seal brood too, guys. When we made these up. I gotta put some more syrup in that jar before I shut down today. Okay guys, got this one done. I did take the top off of this and set the top box down on the ground and shot bottom and top. A lot of bees in there. Guys, let me tell you something. These are totally different animals than they were on Tuesday. Tuesday, of course, it was a little overcast, it was cool. The girls were not happy. And they wanted to get some ass. But today they're totally different animals. Go figure. Most of them are Italians. And I've been married to an Italian for 51 years. And you don't know ever when they're gonna flip to the mean side, okay? Just keep that in your mind, okay? If you're ever thinking about marrying an Italian. Nothing to it, guys. I had to reload I didn't have enough stuff, so I had to reload it. But I'm only putting, like I said, about a 4-inch trail along the top here, front and back on these end bars. That's it. That's all I'm doing. That should do it just fine. I gotta get some more syrup made up before I get totally done today. Top them all up. That's it. That's how you're greasing beetles. Not a lot to it. Let's go in the barn here. I want to show you something. Something different I'm doing with these beetle barns here that are, see, I've got staples in them and all that. Different game plan. Me show you. Yeah, these bees are totally different animals than they were on Tuesday. They were just cranked. But the weather was not good, guys. It was cool and it was cloudy. And they were some kind of pissed. Let's go into the grafting shack here for a minute. And this is what you do too when you have a stroke. You leave the friggin' lights on. This light's been burning since Tuesday, guys. Burning since Tuesday. How friggin' swift is that? Yeah. How swift is that? Now, what I want to show you is I'm taking these barns apart. You got staples in there. So I've been popping the staples out because they start warping on you. I guess some guys have got lots of money, like Joe and Hunter, that they can just throw crap away. But I don't have that luxury of taking money from other countries and, you know, and doing whatever I want. You know, like buying hookers and stuff like that, you know. And you can see they warp. See how that's warped? All right, what I'm doing, I got these little forceps grabber things here, and I'm taking a T-pin, regular T-pin. You can get these taxidermy supply, by the way, T-pins, or you might even get them at a craft store. And what I'm doing, this one's a new one, but it's already getting warpy. You just want to have it close enough to where you haven't got bees getting in these things. Okay, look at there. I've got a knot right there. What I'm doing is setting up my torch here. And I'm heating up that T-pin. And it only takes a split second to heat it up. And you just melt a hole right in it. You just take your tool and you melt on the torch here. I got a torch here, you see. See that torch? Harbor Freight. I should be a spokesman for Harbor Freight, all the stuff I get down there. And I throw this in there till it gets glowing. And I just put it in there and ream it out a little bit. Not much. Now what I'm going to do is melt a hole in this here. This is B50. This is bowstring material. It comes waxed. It's got a wax on it. Great stuff. I use this, and this goes back to my taxidermy days. This stuff here is what I sewed up all my animals with. This comes in black, it comes in white, whatever. It comes in red too. But I'm gonna melt a hole on this flared part here. Over here on this wall, I got a stud someplace. I'm gonna stick a deck screw in there, and I'm gonna screw it to the wall. I may just put a piece of 2x4 right here, upright, and then toe screw this into it so it's sitting here like this. Now, once I melt that hole in, I was using this taxidermy needle right here. This taxidermy needle. I sewed up a gajillion deer heads and hog heads with this thing. It's a cutter needle. It's got you can see it's got 3 sides and it comes down to a point. And I was passing this needle through that melted hole and then tying up the B50 on there and creating a knot. What's the beauty of this stuff here is it's waxed, and when you tie it up, it's Dacron's what it is. And it forms it, I mean, it makes a tight knot. Now, granted, when I come back, I'll have to take just scissors and nip that knot off. Seems like a lot of work, but hey, you're saving $2. You know, you get these on Amazon for like $2 a piece. And if you think you want to throw them away, go ahead. But I'm not. I'm gonna clean them out. Clean out the old. Now here's one here. See, it's still got a little bait in it. Not much. I only put like a 1/4 inch of that Max Force in there. And it's just enough scent for them to go in and investigate. Once they go in and investigate that stuff, the bees don't seem to let them out. And then they just start sealing them up. They just start entombing them suckers. But all I need is a little something to hold it. Now, I did have a box stapler, cardboard box stapler, and that has got a pretty aggressive staple, and it's too much. I mean, it's hard to get them out. Now, you can do it with a desktop stapler like this. This is called swing line. You get these at, office stores, and you can staple them. I tried it with a T50 stapler, and it's so aggressive that it just cracks the plastic. That's no good. So that's when I came up with melt a hole and then pass it through. I don't think, if I get a decent melted hole in that thing, this stuff's fairly stiff. You see it stands up. You can pass it right through that melted hole and then throw you a couple of granny knots in it and you're done. So that's what I wanted to show you. Something else I wanted to show you is I'm dipping. I know, Steve-O, they're cheap. Buy them at Man Lake. Sell cups. We're going to do a little grafting this year. And I've got some cups here. I got my little melter there, throw beeswax in. And I made a dipping tool. It's right here somewhere. I got a dipping tool. You can dip it in the pot. You create these, but you want to dip them 3 times. Dip them 3 times and you'll get this. You have a cup of water. These are ghee butter jars too, by the way. You go to the store, you get ghee butter, and these things are nice. You can store stuff in them. But that's going to be for my cell cups right there. And I'm just going to put a bead of wax on, set them in. It's a one-shot deal anyway. I think some guys clean those JZBC Queen cups. I don't know. Have a comment below if you guys clean them, reuse them. Let me know. I guess most of the guys just throw them in the trash, get out another 60 or so, whatever they're going to burn out for queen cells, you know. But yeah, I just had it right here. Did I have another brain seizure? Maybe I did. Here it is right here. Here it is right here. This is my dipping tool. I just bring it in to about, I don't know, 1/2 inch is all you need. About a 1/2 inch in there like this. And go over. I got another jar here with water in it. I dip it in there. Don't smash it to the bottom because it's soft. It'll bend up your cup. You stick it in there, swish it around, sling the water off it, and go for another dip. 3 dips is all you need. And take your thumbnail and use it as a cutter and go right around there and cut that cup off of there and just give it a little twist. It'll pop right out. Throw it in your jar here and start cranking them out, guys. You're gonna need a lot of them. We're gonna make queens all summer long. All right, guys, I'll see you on the next one. Be happy, be strong. We got to keep getting her on. Brain dead or not, we're coming for it. See ya.